Hello everyone, welcome to Kudi Tree, and today we are going to be talking about the things you need to know about money before you get married. Okay, this is going to be like a follow-up from the previous video I made about how to plan a wedding on a budget, and from all the comments and feedback I got on the website, I was so moved, I was so encouraged, and I felt like I need to do like a another video following up from that people would like to learn from. So this is the next topic on that series. So you guys on YouTube, you guys are not you guys are being very stingy with these comments. Please comment, like, subscribe. It's completely free. It just helps me to know that you're really enjoying what I'm doing and I should keep doing it. That's basically what it means. Okay, so please, I would appreciate if you go down below, subscribe, like, and then comment as well if this was very helpful to you. Okay, so let's get started. One of the top 4 reasons why people divorce is because of money issues. Not necessarily because they didn't have money or there was money struggles in the marriage, but because their understanding of money was very different and they, just kind of broke down the whole marriage relationship. So understanding how your spouse views and uses money is very important, because that could make and break how happy your marriage is going to be, and sometimes how long it's going to last, unfortunately. So today we're going to be talking about 4 things that you need to consider and think about, and also discuss with your spouse before you get married. So number 1, have a discussion with him about money. And I've listed out some questions here that you guys could ask each other. These questions are all available on the website. I'll put the link down below. It's going to be on the article, so if you want to read and see all the questions one by one, you can go on the website and read that up. So now I'm going to list out the questions that you guys could ask yourself, and just to understand where this person is and what this person's understanding is. There are no right or wrong answers. I do not believe there are right or wrong answers with these questions. It's more of agreeing on how you want to do it as a family. So there is no, okay, you have to do it this way. If you don't do it this way, obviously you're wrong, or the family has to agree to do it this way. It's whatever you guys agree on how to handle your money as a family. It's really up to you, but have this discussion. So first, do you have any debt? Okay, so this is very important. So you have to ask the other person, do you have any debt? Are you earning any money? Because the stress that comes with debt is really high and very painful, and can just add unnecessary stress to your marriage. So ask if the person has debt in his life right now that is paying off or has not paid off yet, so you just know, and you know what to expect. 2, what are your thoughts on spending money on family members? This is so important for we as Nigerians. Okay, very important. This has caused so many fights, and yeah, so it's important for you to discuss with your spouse and know that, okay, do you believe that, okay, you have to send all your siblings to school, you have to be sending so amount of money to your parents every month? Because sometimes the other person might feel like, okay, yeah, spending all of our money on you have left them, it should be about us first. You can't sacrifice our own happiness, our own needs for their need. They need to come secondary, not primary. So it's entirely up to you guys. So it's good to say this out loud, so the person knows that, okay, if I marry you, know that I'm going to send a lot of money to my family. That's just how I'm raised, and that's how I really want to spend my money. So because it's no longer my money, it's more of our money. So you guys need to agree on spending limits on family, and if it's okay or not okay. So number 3, who will be in charge of paying the bills? Very important questions in this modern day and age, because in those days it used to be the man that used to be the breadwinner of the family. These days women are more empowered and are getting jobs and doing all kinds of things. They're not just staying at home. So it's important for you to agree on who will be responsible for paying the bills, because women, we do not like paying bills. We don't, okay? And I think it's a cultural thing. We have been raised that way, that the man should be the one handling the bills of the family. The saying that, okay, your money is our money and my money is my money, that kind of thing. So you need to understand where your wife is at. If your wife feels like your money is our money and my money is my money, you just prepare your mind that, okay, whatever money she earns, she's going to spend the way she wants, but your money is going to be used for the whole household. So if you're fine with that, that's good. Okay, so now, what are your financial goals for the next 5 years? So with this question, you're trying to understand where this person wants to be financially in the next 5 years. You want to have greater investment, like buy a land, build a house, travel abroad, relocate, different things that you want to achieve in the next 5 years. It's good to understand that you guys are both on the same page with this. Okay, the next one is tied to this one. What are your career goals? where do you want to be in your career in the next 5 years? Do you want to stop working when you start having children? Do you want to keep on working? Do you want to go for your master's? Things like that. It's good to understand this because it helps you plan the finances of the family, because once one person is not working, there's going to be some adjustments that would need to happen to make that possible. What is the maximum that you can spend before you have to inform the other person? This is also very, very important. I don't believe in marriage, there should be my money, your money. However I spend my money is my own business. However I spend your money is your own business. There should be like some kind of unity and agreement in understand that the money is not just yours, it has to do with every single person. So you have to understand that, okay, I'm not saying that you want to go and buy something of 1K, now you have to tell the other person, I'm buying earring, I want to buy my gift, all those things, no. But like serious investment, serious purchases, like, okay, you want to go and buy a shoe of 100K, you want to get things like that, 20K, 50K, things like that are significant amounts of money that you need to inform the other person that, okay, this is the purchase I want to make, and what do you think about it? Is it a good use of our money, or like, am I going to regret it later on, or are we going to regret it later on? So, what is the most important thing to spend money on? We underrate the fact that we all see money very differently, or we all see what is important very differently. Like, for me now, I can assume that, okay, it's important to spend money on education. I can splurge any amount of money on going to school and getting some degree and all that. For someone else, doesn't really see the point of it, doesn't see education as that important. He's more interested in spending money on investing in a business, investing in stocks, investing in buying properties and things like that. Those are two different views of understanding how to spend your money. Some people, the other person might also think that, oh, let's enjoy this life. This life is one. Let's save up our money and travel abroad and go enjoy ourselves and come back. Do you understand? That's the best use of money for them, as opposed to spending it on some of the things that we feel is so important. Some people just like to live their life to the fullest. Okay, so this to understand what does this person feel about spending money, or what's the best use of money for them. Do your parents pay for any of your current bills? Very important. Okay, so some people don't take out the time to understand their spouse's source of income, and this can come up where you're getting married to like a rich kid. Okay, so you might be assuming, okay, this person is well-to-do, yes, comes from a very wealthy family, works in probably the parents' company or something like that, and okay, person should be well-to-do, and you fail to understand that most of this person's bills being paid by the family. Okay, and when someone else is paying for your existence, they're going to control you. Most of the time it's going to happen that way, and it's good for you to understand that, okay, this is what my person's family is covering of their life, for their lifestyle, and do I want that kind of control over my life or not? If I'm fine with parents having a say in whatever else we do because they are funding our life, that's fine. If you're not understanding now and knowing if it's something that's not going to work for you or it's going to work. Okay, is it acceptable to get financial help from family after the wedding? This applies more towards the women's side, because men have pride, and so is it acceptable for your wife to, or your husband, because sometimes women do not like that either, but most of the time it's the men that have an issue with their wives getting financial aid from their family members after they get married, because they feel like, oh, I'm incapable of taking care of my family. So is it okay if I get money from my family after the wedding? Usually you should actually just speak to your spouse if you're going to ask your parents or your siblings for money. But at least let's just know if it's on the table or it's not on the table. It's good to have that conversation. Okay, then how do you save money? This is almost like a loaded question, because you're assuming the person does that. But you need to ask the person, do you actually save money? Because some people just earn and spend. They don't understand what savings is. They like to live in the Viva Loca. They don't know how to live for today first. Enjoy today, chop now. Okay, so you need to understand what this person's money culture is, or their savings culture is. Okay, I save whatever is left at the end of the month after I finish spending. If I have some extra money, okay, I just tuck it aside. Or I save in the beginning of the month to make sure I'm keeping away a certain amount of money every month. So it's just up to you to sit down and understand what this person's saving culture is. If you can suggest things, or just understand each other and then know how that would work for both of you. Okay, how do you spend entertainment money? Okay, some people, we're all different in what we view as entertainment. Okay, for some people, like, why are you wasting money buying football t-shirt and going to a viewing center and spending hours there and then paying for? It's ridiculous. It doesn't seem like fun to, we all have our different views of what fun is, and sometimes we like to splurge on those things, or like playing golf. Me person loves playing golf. Golf is an expensive game to play. Okay, and your spouse is spending all that money on golf. You're like, that's ridiculous. Why are you spending that much money on fun? Like, and it's not even like real fun. So we are all different in what we view as entertainment. For what we view as entertainment, so it's up to you to really discuss with the person, understand that, okay, this is what this person loves and like to spend their money on to entertain themselves. Are you okay with it or not? Okay, how many kids do you want to have, and what kind of school do you want to send them? For me, this was very, very important, because my parents did a very, very good job in sending me to the best schools that they could possibly afford, and even more, higher than what they could afford at the time. But I am of the opinion that education should start from the home. Your child does not need to have to go to the most expensive school around to get the best education. Most of this is just my opinion, okay? I might be wrong. This is why it's good to share and have this conversation with your spouse to know that, okay, this is how this person feels about expensive schools, or the person believes, oh, the most expensive school is the best, my child will have the best. I do not believe that. I believe that your child's understanding and ability to learn properly starts from the home, and how you bring the child on learning and things like that. So that's my own opinion. So yeah, so you could have different opinions. Some people believe that the best of the school, just push them there, pay your 1 million naira, let them perform magic on their child, and the child will learn. I'm biased, I know. So yeah, so you have to have this conversation to understand how many kids you want to have. Do you want to have just 1 or 2 because you want to send them to the best schools, and you don't want to have like 10 and then have to, it doesn't really add up, it doesn't really work. So understand, kids are like one of the biggest expenses you're going to have or incur as a young family. So it's good for you to understand what the person's views are about number of children and what kind of school you want to send them to. So that was the end of the questions that you could ask each other about money. So now we're going to the second tip. Have a healthy savings. Before you get married, your savings need to be very, very robust, especially for after the wedding. Okay, this savings I'm talking about is not for the wedding. The savings for the wedding is completely different. This is for marriage. This is for real life. Okay, because once you get married, the amount of expenses that you're going to incur, it's quite high. Okay, for me, now this is the truth. Men and women, we live our lives very differently. That's how I'm going to put it. Okay, so how you were living your life before you were married and how your husband lives his life before he was married is completely different. So measuring the two lives together is going to be very, very tricky. You're going to buy a lot of things. Men do not take some things seriously, but women feel like we need to have those kind of things. So that's what I'm saying. So you're going to spend a lot of money in the first couple of months. So it's best for you to have a good savings so that you can buy the things that you need to buy. So apart from buying things, usually it comes with a lot of changes. Like for me, I had to relocate from Abuja to Lagos. I didn't have another job here in Lagos, so I knew I was going to be out of a job for a while, and then I was starting Kudi Tree, so a lot was going on. So I made sure that I had a lot of savings. So one of the things I did that really helped me was every single amount of money I got in terms of gifts before the wedding and during the wedding, I just started it away into my savings. Right, I didn't spend it on anything relating to wedding because we already had a wedding budget before we even started planning. Okay, the money for the wedding was already set aside. So whatever money we got extra after that, we just put it towards our marriage and towards what we need after the wedding. So that's basically how I actually ended up with more money after the wedding than I started, obviously because of the extra gifts and all that. So yeah, that was very, very helpful. So save. You will need the money. Not the one to give you money and you now be buying, oh, I need extra this in the wedding. It's just one day, really. You have the rest of your life and you need money for the rest of your life. So that one day should not, consume everything that you have ever worked hard for. So just have some self-restraint. Trust me, you're going to be glad you did. I am so glad I did not budge and used any of the money I had saved or the gifts, the cash gifts I got for the wedding. I'm glad I didn't do that. So I'm glad I'm enjoying the money now. So now, number 3, never borrow money to get married. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, whatever you have, if you do not have any money at all to get married, then relax. Okay, or you can just go to court. It's not expensive. In Abuja, how much did I pay? It was about 12k to get married. It's not cost at all. Was it somewhere in that range? So it was not expensive at all. So cut your coat according to your size. I've had days to say it. Just do not put yourself under that kind of pressure after the wedding, trying to pay off bills, trying to pay off debts that you're owing to this, that, and that. it's not a good look. The stress it brings into the marriage is ridiculous. You do not want to be there. Okay, so either you wait till you have saved up enough, or you're just going to do something very simple. Okay, pay the bride price. Hopefully it's not as expensive as the south, but do whatever you need to do with what you have, and then move on and enjoy the rest of your life. So that's my own tip. Now the fourth one, it doesn't really have to do with saving, but for me, I just feel like I need to add this here. Just enjoy yourself. Okay, if you're a very if you're like me, who's an accountant, and most of the time you don't like spending money, open your hand. Enjoy your life. I think that's one of the things I love about my husband, because he helps me to spend money. He's the spender, I'm the saver. Okay, so we help to balance each other. I'm the one that will be like, okay, let's calm down with this spending, and then he's like, you know what, let's enjoy ourselves. At least we have worked hard for this money, and we really want to do this, and it's not it's not as if you're spending all of our money on it. Enjoy yourself. That's the end of the video, and I'm so glad that you made it to the end of this video. I'm so glad, because some people just, I don't know why, because I know I'm not boring. I know. So yeah, so a little update. I have a course coming up. It's going to be on how to create a personal budget. Okay, Lagos is hot, like the whole Nigeria is just burning up. Anyways, I have a course coming out. It's called How to Create a Personal Budget using the Kudi Tree budget template. I have a template for creating your own personal budget, even not just for you, for your whole family. If you have a family, like you're married with children and all that, so I have a budget template, and I've shared this with people a couple of times in the past, but I've always said I don't know how to use it. I get a budget template, but I don't know how to use it. So now, if you want to learn how to use this template, I give you tips on how to save, on how to budget, and how to best use the template. So that's basically what this course offers you. So just go to kuditree.com. I'm going to put the link to the course down below, so if you want to check it out. It is really cheap. It's just 2,800 recharge card money. It's going to help you. Budgeting is like the bedrock of financial planning. You have to have a budget. You have to budget your money. If not, you're going to end up just spending your money randomly. Okay, so please check out the course. It's what is going to help me to keep on doing this video, because I need that money. YouTube is not paying me any money. All right, I really want to keep on doing this. I really want to keep on giving you guys more and more content, because it's what I love doing. It makes me really happy. So please check out my course, get on it, get the value that it's offering, and there are going to be so many other courses coming up very soon. So please stay tuned. Go on kuditree.com, subscribe, put in your email so that I have your contact, and whenever any new courses come up, I'm gonna send you an email. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.